Oh my god, right. I haven't talked about shadowing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm like in love. I'm like in love right now. Let me tell you about it. This is probably going to be a nice long spiel. Sorry, my hair is really greasy. I'm showering tonight. Um, so, the first day was surgery, shadowing the anesthesiologist around in the OR, and I saw three different surgeries. And the first one that I saw was a laparoscopic procedure. I don't remember exactly what it was called, the actual thing that they were doing inside of the guy, but I do know that I think I think he was getting cysts removed from his gallbladder because they were like poking around the gallbladder and there were cysts and stuff, so I think that's what they were doing. The second one was a right lower lobectomy because this woman, an older woman, was a heavy smoker, or I don't know if she was heavy a smoker or not, but like she smoked and she got lung cancer, and so they removed the lower right lobe of her lung. And so after they took it out, after the surgeon took it out, he's like, give this girl some gloves and let her feel it. And I was like, oh my god, I'm in love with you. So then I like put on the gloves and played around with the lung, and they're like, try to find the tumor. And I was like, oh my god. So I found it, and it was like the lung in general was really like, you know, like what you'd expect, like an organ to feel like squishy and like stuff, slimy and all that fun goodness of bodies and organs. But the tumor was like this, like it was inside it, but you could kind of tell when you like found it. You could kind of see inside, like, and it was yellower, and it was like harder, and it had like bumps all over it, and it was just so cool to like see, and I was just like so in awe. I was like, wow, I'm holding cancer right now, and that's why it was my status like forever, because I was really like it was definitely a significant moment in my life, I would say. And then the third surgery that I saw was a hysterectomy, and when they pulled out the uterus, I was like, oh my god, is that a uterus? And I was like, freaking uterus, like, I saw a uterus with my eyes. What the hell? Like, it was crazy. She wanted to keep her ovaries though, so um, they weren't taken out, but I saw them, or at least one, and oh my gosh, so crazy, so crazy. I know I saw it because like they poked something and this liquid came like squirting out, and I was like, is that her bladder? And then they laughed at me. I was like, lame. And they're like, no, that's her ovary. And I was like, what? Like, I couldn't see the size of it because, like, obviously, if it's her ovary, it's going to be smaller than her bladder, right? So, but, like, I saw that they were, like, poking into something and it was, like, splurting out. And it was, like, so great. I really loved it. Okay, but, like, surgery was great and all, but honestly, and like I mean obviously it was great and really affected me because now I feel like I could handle surgery, and like it's something that I'd really consider doing, so that's why now I'm not just considering neurology but also neurosurgery. I mean, I don't know. I mean, cuz neurosurgery is like the hardest damn thing there is ever, like, in the world. That's not true. Well, I mean, probably a little bit true. No, rocket science is probably, I don't know, whatever. I'm just saying I really like the brain and I don't mind surgery, so combining them is probably something that is now an option for me. Because if I work for it, I can do it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry I'm rambling. I'll try to make this next part fast. So the second thing that I saw, the second day, I mean, was gastroenterology, and I didn't see any tubes stuck up anybody's butts, no colonoscopies, but I did see an upper endoscopy, and that was really cool. And like, they shot like 4 things of Botox into the 4 quadrants of this guy's stomach. Very interesting. But Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this doctor that I shadowed, like, oh my god. He was fantastic. And he is the kind of doctor, like, he's the kind of person that I want to be in my life. Like, he just was so thorough and explaining everything to me. He, like, never let me, like, feel left out. He included me in everything. Like, he was so compassionate with his patients, and he, like, didn't take he took his work very, very seriously, but he didn't take himself seriously. Like, he was just so funny and so nice, and he really took an interest in, like, me and, like, what I was interested in doing with my life. And, like, I mean, it was funny because Colin's dad is a doctor in Colin Mangioni's dad is a doctor in the hospital. He's a general surgeon, and we ran into him, and then the three of us were talking because I guess the doctor that I shadowed and Colin's dad are, like, friends and stuff. So when we first ran into him, he's like, "Oh yeah, he's got a son named," when he first pointed out Colin's dad to me, he was like, the doctor, he's like, "Oh yeah, Colin, or this doctor has a son that goes to Skidmore," because we were talking about colleges before and we, like, mentioned Skidmore and stuff, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know his son very well. So that was really great. And then we talked to him and stuff, and I just had a fantastic time. And this guy just, like, treated me like an equal the whole time, and he was so honest, and, like, I just can't say enough things about him. And at the end, he gave me his cell phone number and was like, "Please call me if you, like, have any questions or need anything." It's like, oh my gosh, you're the best person I've ever met in my life. So I just, like, got in my car afterwards, and I, like, almost cried because I was just, like, so happy, and I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. Like, this person, and, like, I can tell he must have such a positive effect on people, because, like, I don't even know, like, sorry, I, like, just can't say enough positive things about this guy. It was so good. Okay, I'm gonna end this, like, clip now because it was, like, really, really long, and I'm sorry.